It's actually been a while since I've done a video on New Jersey politics, and a big part of the reason for that is because Jersey politics and this in the Rona have been just melded together for the past couple of weeks. And as you guys know via the uploads, I've been trying to stay away from that. But I ended up in a bit of a back and forth with my employer recently because you guys know me, I'm gonna laugh, I'm gonna make jokes, and people are trying to be somber and serious. And so thusly it leads to clashes. But a question that I have to ask everyone, and I'm gonna go back to it at the end of the video: what's more important to you, security or freedom? I think that's a really, really good question to ask and ponder at this moment as the government is shutting down private businesses and telling people how to go about their lives. It really feels like martial law. And my employer is all for it. Like, oh yes, oh, whatever we have to do. But I'm always drawn back to the scene in Star Wars with Padme, where she's like, "This is how democracy dies, huh? Just hands clapping, everybody's all cheering for this shit." So, either ways, let's get into some of the changes that are taking place here in our political system due to the Rona, i.e., the rescheduling of elections. And I believe all nonpartisan elections now are going to be vote by mail. So keep your eyes open for the ballots, because they'll be coming in, because you have to have the social distancing and staying away from each other. Don't get too close to me. The internet shall thrive. State exploring use of federal funds for all vote by mail elections. Of course they are. While we're at it, I think that this is a pretty good opportunity to talk about the backlash. Now, I don't want to say backlash, the after effects that'll be taking place once this whole frenzy and panic subsides. One of the things that I saw that really interested me was that Congress and the president are giving the president, I think that's something production powers, where he'll have a lot more control over the market and be able to bring a lot of manufacturing back here to the United States, because China is talking to schmack. All right, some people are sitting there arguing, "Oh, is it the Chinese virus? Is it... No, no, no. I heard the kung flu. Done." I was laughing. Kung flu. Like, okay, that's pretty funny. But yeah, okay. So Andy Kim self quarantines after exposure to coronavirus. New Jersey Democrats waive petition requirements for DNC delegates. Yeah, it seems as if Biden is just, it's locked in. It'll be Biden versus Trump. Biden's about to take this L. I think everybody knows that's a part of the reason why I feel the frenzy began in the way that it has, because it's given a lot of people, including Congressman Payne and Ilhan Omar and all of these other progressives, an opportunity to sit there and the chance to say, "Hey, sorry, you're doing really good, Mr. President." Like, it's time to start getting it's time for those who spent the past 4 years just completely trapped in TDS to start to come around. And so this isn't a terrible thing. I'm not sitting here, hold on, pause. No, I don't want anybody dead. I'm just saying, like, as far as the country goes, in a few months or so, I think we'll be good. I think we'll be better for it. You got to give people a common, condom, a common. What's wrong with you, Jay? A common enemy. And when it comes to this virus that I'm not 100% sure is the same strand as the one that China was dealing with, uh, people are seeming to come together, and that's actually a really good thing. But yeah, that's his Democrats back, all incumbents for re-election. That's the boy Leroy Jones. He actually fell behind Curry for that election for state chair, or something along those lines, like, but just party leader for the state. He's apparently going to get his shot in a year or so, but he decided, like, yeah, like, everybody's folding behind the establishment. This has been taking place for since 2000, like 2017. So now he's in line with the national establishment and what they want to do. Let's read a little bit into this one. U.S. Senator Cory Booker, Donald Payne, Mikey Sherrill, Albio Cirrus, And Tom Malowinski will run on the Essex County Democratic Organization line in the June Democratic Party primary. County Chairman Leroy Jones said today. So yeah, they got all the establishment has all of its ducks in a row here in Essex County. If you particularly of the urban centers, I mean, Mr. Jones here, he's the end all be all. And so just remember the face, guys. Remember the face. All right. He's the end all be all here, and the line is the line, the establishment's the establishment, and good on them. Best of luck, but you don't need luck when you're the establishment, now do you? Joe Biden gets Essex County Democratic line. Governor Murphy, executive order on elections. So in-person campaigning, going door to door and canvassing. Forget about it. Ugh, golly. The media really pushed that Sopranos crap on Jersey, didn't they? Like, Jersey's more than Sopranos, people. Some Bridge GOP club members say group did endorse Ricker. Mendez, Booker warned New Jerseyans to take social distancing seriously. Well, another thing that gives me cause for pause when it comes to a lot of this is the fact that Jersey is one of the most the most densely populated state in the entire country. 9 million people, 4 bodies. Just saying. It's not to be insensitive, but come on, guys. Seriously. Like, 4 bodies. More people have died in car accidents, I promise you, than because that's the thing about calling it the Chinese flu, right? Like, I really feel like, is it the Chinese strand, though? Because as we know, like, we've been passing this thing around to each other for generations. It's been around for a while as far as corona goes. But the idea that, the same thing that took place in China is what's like the same strand that, wrecked China is the one that's wrecking us. I'm not 100% sure about that. Another thing that's giving me cause to pause is Joseph DiVincenzo, because here in Essex County, there's been 2 corona-related deaths. And I don't know if you guys noticed this or not, but the term related and caused by are 2 different terms. So did the Rona take them out, or were they taken out and they just tested for the Rona? I got questions, man. I got questions. And here's a big part of it. You guys have lied to me my entire life. You lied to me dead to my face every moment of my life. How could you expect me to trust you? It's not about my fellow Jerseyans. It's not about my constituents or anything else like that. It's just the fact that I don't mean to sound like Alex Jones at all, but there is something going on. There is an invisible hand that, puts all the pieces into place. And it's just, in one of the fingers of the hand is the media, and another finger, probably the thumb, what you could consider the thumb, is the government. So yeah, of course they'd work in tandem to, let's get it popping a little bit. Let's give the country something to squirrel about, because something had to happen. I guess. I don't know. Either ways. So we are up to 742 cases of the Rona. But the deal is that, once again, 742, 9 million. Remember that. And that's cases, but only 4 bodies. Sweeney calls for the suspension of cancellation fees. Tedesco rescinds executive order declaring state of emergency in Bergen County at the request of the governor. Yeah, because Tedesco just apparently decided, I'm going to put in all these. It's the governor. The local went a little, was ready to go buck wild, and the state stepped in. Remember, 3 governing bodies, all times. The state stepped in and was like, nah, bruh, check that shit. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, New Jersey alphabetical leaders announced support of Biden. Of course they do. It's blue team. Okay, so Kilm announces self-quarantine following contact with positive member of Congress. Oh, my goodness. I hope he's okay. I hope he makes it through it. It's I'm not trying to sound aloof, but first and foremost, as you may understand from just dealing with my content, I guys, I've been shot at. Okay, I've been stabbed. I've been thrown through windows. I've almost drowned. The concept of death, for me personally, is one that I'm intimately familiar with, and I, in some morbid way, actually look forward to, because this is temporary. You know, I mean, shoot, we like if you live to 150, you still don't particularly like, the machinery that made your car will be here long after you're gone. And it's a interesting concept when you think about it in the grand scheme of things. And I believe that we're so trapped in looking at things from a very instantaneous position that you kick back a little bit and realize, hey, if it's your time, it's your time, and there are no mistakes. If like that's another thing that's been killing me, guys. Um, all these religious type people who are like, oh my goodness, oh God, like yo, when religious people panic, it really makes me. It's cause for pause for me. Why? Because you're supposed to have faith, right? You're the ones that are supposed to have all this faith that things will work out and things will take care of themselves and God makes no mistakes, right? So how are you the one freaking out right now? I'm just saying, like a lot of things don't add up. Okay, so yeah, I think I've been running my mouth long enough. Camden County, 5 new cases identified. All special elections, school board elections. Okay, we already went through that. Camden County freeholders amend state of emergency declaration. They was doing some bullshit in Jersey City. I think they tried to up the property tax like 47%. 47%. The Board of Education there. Dear during this quote unquote crisis, Bergenfield will pay furlough to part time employees during the crisis. Barack announces 8 p.m. North Korea. Yeah, that curfew was really, really fun because I didn't find out about it till about 7:30, 7:45 last night. And I was like, oh, because I'd been meaning to get to the grocery store. So I shoot on over to the spot, and they're like, "Yo, man, closed." And I stopped this cop, right? I'm like, "Hey, so is it just North or Irvington as well?" And the cop goes, "It's the entire world." We're doomed. So, with that being said, we're gonna bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you liked it, toss it a like. Dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice and you want to get videos like this every single day. Share because sharing is caring. And YouTube and BitChute and like aren't the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications and speak. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? I hate to. Like, if you're dour, if you're sour about this, if you're just like, like scared and panicked, I empathize. I really do. I can never tell anybody how to feel. So I want you to take every precaution that you can to make sure that you and those you care about the most are able to get through this. But at the same time, damn it, life goes on. If you disagree, let me know with the next one. Well, actually, let me know in the comments. Wow, I completely jumped over. Let me know in the comments, and until the next one.